Once seen as a secondary player in Asian geopolitics, the Philippines has re-emerged as a pivotal force in the Indo-Pacific. This resurgence is not just a matter of regional importance but has significant global implications. The Philippines, with its rich history and strategic location, is now at the forefront of international discussions. Its strategic location, at the crossroads of vital sea lanes and near major flashpoints, has made it indispensable to global security. The South China Sea, a critical maritime route, sees a significant portion of the world's trade passing through, making the Philippines' role even more crucial. The nation's leaders have shifted from diplomatic ambiguity to a clear assertion of sovereign rights, modernizing the military and forging new alliances. This proactive stance is a testament to the country's commitment to safeguarding its interests and contributing to regional stability. This transformation has captured global attention, positioning the Philippines as a key partner for democracies upholding a free and open order. The international community has taken note, with many nations seeking to strengthen ties and collaborate on various fronts. The country is now a proactive defender of its territory, building a credible defense posture to protect its people and sovereignty. Military exercises and enhanced defense capabilities are clear indicators of this newfound resolve. Despite challenges, the Philippines has awakened to its critical importance on the world stage. Economic growth, political reforms, and a vibrant civil society are all contributing to this dynamic transformation. The world is watching as this archipelago nation steps confidently into its new role. With a renewed sense of purpose and direction, the Philippines is poised to make significant contributions to global peace and prosperity. Two major crises now define the Philippines' security environment. First, the looming threat of conflict over Taiwan, a flashpoint that could erupt with little warning and draw in the entire region. The second is the ongoing, intensifying dispute in the South China Sea, where overlapping territorial claims have created a tense and unpredictable maritime battleground. The Philippines' northernmost islands, such as Batanes, lie less than 100 miles from Taiwan. This proximity means that any escalation across the Taiwan Strait would have immediate and potentially devastating consequences for Filipino communities' trade and security. Meanwhile, China's sweeping claims in the South China Sea overlap with the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, challenging its sovereignty on a daily basis and putting immense pressure on the country's maritime resources and national pride. Chinese maritime forces routinely intimidate Filipino fishers, block access to traditional fishing grounds, and even use water cannons or ramming tactics to assert control, threatening the livelihoods of thousands of Filipinos who depend on the sea. These twin flashpoints have forced the Philippines to abandon its long-standing policy of neutrality. Now, Manila is prioritizing a stronger defense posture, deepening military alliances, and engaging more actively with regional partners to deter aggression and protect its interests. The country's security is now deeply intertwined with the fate of Taiwan and the broader Indo-Pacific balance of power, making its decisions critical, not just for itself, but for the entire region. For the United States and its allies, a secure and resilient Philippines is essential to maintaining freedom of navigation, deterring coercion, and ensuring long-term regional stability in the face of growing challenges. As tensions rise, the Philippines' strategic choices now carry global consequences, shaping the future of peace, security, and prosperity across Asia and beyond. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has dramatically shifted the direction of Philippine foreign policy, steering the nation toward a renewed partnership with the United States. This marks a significant departure from the previous administration's approach, which had leaned more heavily toward China. Marcos Jr. has made it clear that the Philippines values its historic ties with the U.S. and is committed to strengthening this alliance in the face of growing regional challenges. By revitalizing the alliance with the United States, the Philippines is sending a strong message to both allies and rivals. It is ready to play a more assertive role in regional security and diplomacy. The U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty, a cornerstone of their relationship, now explicitly covers armed attacks in the South China Sea. This update provides a powerful deterrent against potential aggression, especially as tensions rise in these contested waters. It reassures the Filipino people and the international community that the U.S. will stand by its commitments. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, has also been expanded under Marcos Jr.'s leadership, granting the U.S. access to 9 strategic sites across the archipelago. These locations are carefully chosen for their strategic value, enhancing the ability of both nations to respond quickly to crises. Several of these sites are positioned near Taiwan and the South China Sea, placing the Philippines at the heart of the region's most critical flashpoints. This proximity underscores the country's pivotal role in maintaining peace and stability in Asia. In return for this expanded access, the United States is investing hundreds of millions of dollars to upgrade Philippine military infrastructure. These improvements include new facilities, advanced technology, and enhanced logistics, all designed to boost the Philippines' defense capabilities. The alliance is being modernized to address not only traditional threats, but also new and emerging challenges, from maritime coercion and gray zone tactics to cyber warfare and information security. Joint exercises and intelligence sharing are now more frequent and sophisticated than ever before. The Philippines Enhanced Resilience Act promises up to $500 million in annual U.S. security assistance, providing vital resources for training, equipment, and disaster response. This funding is a testament to the deepening trust between the two nations. This deep cooperation has transformed the Philippines into a confident, capable ally at the front line of U.S.-China competition. Filipino and American soldiers now train side by side, building interoperability and mutual respect. The partnership is not just a return to the past, nor a simple revival of old ties. It is a dynamic, evolving relationship that learns from history while adapting to the demands of a rapidly changing world. Today, the alliance is guided by a forward-looking strategy, leveraging technology, intelligence, and shared values to navigate a complex and unpredictable century. The Philippines now stands as a new geopolitical demarcation line in Asia, a nation at the crossroads of great power competition, determined to shape its own destiny and contribute to regional peace. The Philippines is transforming its military from an internal security force to one focused on external defense. With a $35 billion modernization plan, the AFP is acquiring advanced systems like the BrahMos cruise missile and new air defense radars. U.S. deployment of the Typhoon missile system and joint exercises showcase the potential for long-range precision strike from Philippine soil. Japan is supporting with coastal radars and patrol vessels, enhancing maritime surveillance. Major exercises like Balikatan now involve thousands of troops and allied nations, boosting interoperability and deterrence. The AFP is rapidly becoming a modern, networked force ready to defend national sovereignty. This rebirth marks a historic shift in the country's defense posture. Beyond its U.S. alliance, the Philippines is building a broad coalition of security partners across the Indo-Pacific and Europe. Japan has become a crucial partner, with a reciprocal access agreement enabling joint training and deployments. Japan's material support includes coastal radars and new patrol vessels for the Philippine Coast Guard. The first trilateral summit with the U.S. and Japan launched the Luzon Economic Corridor, linking security with economic resilience. Australia, France, the UK, Germany, and Canada have all deepened defense ties, conducting joint patrols and increasing regional presence. This multi-layered approach ensures the Philippines is not reliant on any single ally. A resilient network of partners amplifies the country's security and diplomatic influence. The Philippines is now a central node in a growing alliance of democracies. The Philippines has pioneered assertive transparency, documenting and publicizing every act of Chinese aggression in the West Philippine Sea. By embedding journalists and releasing real-time evidence, Manila has seized control of the narrative and rallied international support. This strategy has exposed China's tactics, raising the political and reputational costs of its actions. Assertive transparency has galvanized domestic support and kept the issue on the global agenda. While harassment continues, the Philippines has prevented China from quietly isolating it. Even after serious incidents, Manila's approach ensures it is seen as resilient and resourceful, not a passive victim. The battle for global opinion is being won through creativity and resolve. Alongside military modernization, the Philippines is solidifying its legal defenses. The 2016 arbitral tribunal ruling against China's claims has been integrated into domestic law. New legislation, the Maritime Zones Act and Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act, precisely defines the country's maritime entitlements and sea lanes. These laws reinforce the Philippines' status as an archipelagic state, and provide a clear legal basis for defense and law enforcement. By codifying its borders, Manila asserts its sovereignty and strengthens its diplomatic hand. Beijing has responded with its own legal moves, escalating tensions, but the Philippines remains firm. Law and diplomacy are now central pillars of the nation's defense strategy. The Philippines' strategic pivot faces challenges at home, with a deep rivalry between President Marcos Jr. and the Duterte camp. This division threatens the consistency of the country's defense posture, especially with crucial midterm elections approaching. Managing political infighting and disinformation is vital to maintaining the new defense strategy. Internal peace, especially in Mindanao, is also essential. The success of the Bangsamoro peace process and upcoming regional elections could free up military resources for external defense. A stable Mindanao would allow the AFP to focus on territorial defense and maritime security. Conversely, renewed conflict would undermine the country's ability to project power. Securing peace at home is as important as forging alliances abroad. The Philippines' transformation has global implications, given its position astride vital sea lanes. By defending freedom of navigation, it safeguards global trade and energy supplies. The country is now a linchpin in the Indo-Pacific security architecture, deterring conflict and maintaining stability. Its choices set a precedent for smaller nations resisting coercion. Assertive transparency and a commitment to international law offer a model for others. The world is watching as the Philippines stands up for sovereignty without resorting to conflict. The stakes are high. Global trade, peace, and the principles of international law are all in play. In 2025, the Philippines is a critical frontline state and a rising military power upon which global security may depend.